Buckle up and join us on a captivating journey as we delve deep into the fascinating realm of driving for Doordash. Hi, this is Kim. Thank you so much for clicking. As a little twist to this information, I asked a few different AI generators to answer some common questions regarding driving for Doordash. I'm going to add my 2 cents in there too. I don't always agree with what they said. Anyways, in this eye-opening video, we'll unveil the mysteries behind how Doordash assigns orders, why some drivers seem to receive more offers than others, and the common challenges that drivers face on a daily basis. Is Doordash still a good side hustle? Whether you're a seasoned Doordash driver or considering joining the fleet, this is a must-watch. So, I want to make this very clear. This information was supplied from various AI generators. I asked the question and I am going to give you their answer. I am not in agreement with all of it. I will try to add my 2 cents in where I don't agree. And as always, your experience may vary. And the information given here may or may not apply to your market, your scenario. Okay, so let's get going. Best reasons to be a dasher. Okay, that was the question I asked. Here is their answer. First one, flexibility. Doordash offers unparalleled flexibility, allowing you to set your own schedule and work whenever it suits you. Whether you're a student, a parent, or someone seeking a side hustle, Doordash lets you earn money on your own terms. Okay, that's what they said for the first reason. What's next? Extra income. Need some additional cash? Doordash provides a convenient way to earn extra income. You can turn your free time into productive hours by delivering orders and boosting your earnings. Next, easy to get started. Joining Doordash as a driver is a straightforward process. The application process is usually quick and simple, and you can start delivering as soon as you're approved. There's no extensive training or special skills required. Now here's my note. I have heard that there are waiting lists in many different areas, mine included. A mom friend of mine has been waiting to get off the list since about Christmas time, and it's now July. So just be aware of that. You may be on a waiting list for a long time. Now, when I signed up, someone told me to just keep calling and ask where I was on the waiting list. And at one point, I got a guy who was willing to help. And literally the next day, I was off the waiting list. So you can try that too. Can't guarantee anything. Okay, the next reason to be a dasher according to AI, wide availability. Doordash operates in numerous cities and regions, making it accessible to drivers across the country. This broad coverage increases your chances of finding delivery opportunities wherever you're located. Okay, that's pretty straightforward, right? Next one, diverse delivery options. Doordash delivers from a wide range of restaurants, ranging from popular chains to local eateries and many retail locations. This diversity ensures that there are plenty of orders to choose from, catering to various tastes and preferences. Now here's my note. The offers have pretty much dried up in my area. In fact, I don't even get the low offers much anymore. Are there too many drivers or people just not ordering delivery as much? I'm not really sure. So, in the good old days when it used to be really busy, you would get offer after offer from this restaurant, that store, whatever. It's pretty dead now. But they do offer delivery from a diverse range of places. Okay, anyways, moving on. Increased earning potential. As a Doordash driver, you have the potential to earn more by leveraging different factors such as peak hours, bonuses, and customer tips. By strategizing your deliveries and maximizing your efficiency, you can significantly boost your earnings. Here's my note on this. Being smart about which offers you accept and how far you go, etc., can definitely affect your earnings. Okay, next thing they state, as a reason to be a Dasher: customer interaction. Not everyone likes that, but for those who enjoy meeting new people, delivering for DoorDash offers an opportunity to interact with customers during the delivery process. It's a chance to provide excellent customer service, brighten someone's day, and potentially receive positive reviews. Okay, well, whatever. Whoops! What was the last one? Let me go back. Well, let me go back. I don't think I can go back. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened. Double clicked. Okay. In-app support is the next thing that they list as a good reason. DoorDash provides a reliable support system through its driver app. If you encounter any issues or have questions, you can easily access customer support for assistance. Here's my note on this. If the app is in a stable condition, which means working properly, then it's pretty easy to get to support. You can either call them or you can chat with them in the app. But if there is a glitch or any issue going on, forget it. I will also say that support personnel varies greatly. If you don't get the help you need, just end the chat, end the call, and start another. Some support reps are really wonderful, easy to understand, and really want to help you, and others just read from the script and they could care less. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now we'll go to the next slide. Why do some Dashers get more offers than others? Now, this is a pretty common problem for Dashers. I hear it a lot. When I think I asked ChatGPT this question. I said, why do some Dashers get more offers than others when using DoorDash? Here is what they said. There are several reasons why some DoorDash drivers may not receive offers, according to the search results. Too many drivers on the road. With over 2 million DoorDash drivers, competition for orders can be high, especially during peak hours. Some drivers report that too many drivers on the road can make it difficult to receive orders. Okay, busy markets. Delivering in a very busy market can make it more difficult to receive orders. Now here's my note for this. I think this is backwards, because if you're in a busy market, there's more opportunities to get an offer. A dead market, in my opinion, would make it harder. If there wasn't any orders out there and there's a lot of drivers out there, it would be spread more thin. I don't know. I'm not really sure what they're trying to say here. Okay, anyways. Delivery to the pickup location. So if a driver is too far away from the delivery, pickup, and drop-off locations, they may not receive any offers. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. My note for this is that you need to stay near the restaurants, basically. Preferably near restaurants that get lots of offers and can get out the food quickly. I don't believe the delivery location is taken into consideration at all. So they say they said distance to delivery locations. I'm not sure if they mean to the restaurant or to the person's house. I don't think it matters where the person lives as long as they're in the delivery area. I don't think that makes any difference whatsoever on how you get orders or not. But I think your distance to the pickup location is what matters. And that's what I put here. On their the information that they gave, it said it's a distance to delivery location, but I think it's to the pickup location. Anyways, whatever. Moving on. Technical issues. Technical issues with DoorDash app, such as glitches or slow loading times, can affect drivers' ability to receive orders. Definitely. My note, this is very frustrating. When the app glitches or crashes, it can really ruin your day. You can also have Wi-Fi issues, so it has nothing to do with the app, but sometimes if your phone is trying to connect, like you're driving down the road and there's a Barnes & Noble on the side and you've been to that Barnes & Noble before and connected to their Wi-Fi, as you drive by, your phone is going to be trying to connect to that store. Meanwhile, not having an IP address at the moment, it's trying to connect, whatever. So sometimes I'll turn Wi-Fi off on my phone entirely, and then the orders start coming in. So that's a trick. Try that. I have a video all about it. I'll put that link down in the description. So definitely check that out if you run into this problem. Let me make myself a note real quick so I remember to do that. Wi-Fi video. Okay. Anyways, next thing here. Top Dasher status. Not being a top dasher. Being a top dasher can give drivers priority access to orders, so not being a top dasher can make it more difficult to receive orders. Top dashers may get more offers, but they get a ton of very low pay offers. This is my note, obviously. If you're busy doing $3 deliveries, you will miss out on the higher paying offers. I also have a video all about Top Dasher that you might find interesting. You may agree with me, you may not. I know a lot of people find being a Top Dasher worthwhile. Personally, I'm not going to deliver anyone's food for $3, even if they're right across the street. It's just not going to happen. But that's just me. Okay, next thing. No dash schedule. So not being scheduled for a dash. Drivers who are not scheduled for a dash may have a harder time receiving orders. Okay, well, my note here, if you're not scheduled for a dash and the area is not busy, you're not even going to be able to dash. That's going to be gray. It's not going to let you in. So this doesn't really make any sense to me. Next one, low acceptance rate. While drivers are not penalized for having a low acceptance rate, they may miss out on extra income. Okay, I'm not sure what that has to do with anything, but my note, I do not believe this is true. I have a very low acceptance rate. I think right now it's like 7%. And I still get decent offers. I don't go out driving very often at all. Once in a while, we will, like if, sometimes on a Friday night if we don't have anything going on. So I'll go out when it's really busy, and I know there's going to be offers out, and get plenty of good ones. So acceptance rate have nothing to do with it. So anyways, that's that. Okay, so let's move on. Next thing I wanted to ask is for you to please like this video and subscribe to my channel. That would be really fantastic, and I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Now we're done with our commercial. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Okay. Is Doordash. Okay. Now the next question I asked is Doordash a good side hustle in the summer of 2023? The answer that the AI bots gave me was, based on the AI search results, it appears that Doordash can still be a profitable side hustle in the summer of 2023. Here are some reasons why. So the first one is Doordash reported a projected annual adjusted EBITDA between $600 million and $900 million in 2023, indicating a profitability. Well, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if that's really true, but that's what they're saying. The next one is Doordash pays an average of $23 per hour in 2022, according to official data from the company. I do not believe this. I find it very hard to believe that people were making $22 an hour. $23 an hour, sorry. I made more than that, but it was not a consistent 8 hours out delivering, because that would have been impossible, because there's just not enough good orders to go around for every single person to do that. And in California, we have Prop 22, which compensates you if you are, if you make less than a certain amount per hour. I believe it's $18. So they'll bring you up to $18 an hour. But that's only for active dash time, so it doesn't count any time that you're sitting around waiting for an order, only after you accept it until the point when you deliver it. So this is a whole can of worms. I do not believe that this is accurate. Just leave it at that. Okay, the next thing they said was that DoorDash's Q1 2022 revenue was a 35% increase year over year, indicating growth and demand for the service. Now, my note for this one is I would love to see the Q1 2023 numbers. I would bet they have decreased, and decreased quite a bit. COVID is completely over. People are back to work, back out doing things. Normal life has started back up, and we're in a recession. So I don't think people are as spending as willy-nilly as they were before. I mean, who wants to pay $40 for a McDonald's meal? That includes, all the fees and tips, and it's, I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Flexibility is the biggest pro, according to research. Dashers love being able to work whenever they wish and wherever they wish. I 100% agree with that. However, it is important to note that earnings may vary depending on the factors such as location, demand, and the driver's efficiency. Additionally, it is important to consider the costs associated with the job. Oops, I forgot to go in here. That allows them to earn money on their own schedule. But it is important to research and compare the platform to determine if it is the right fit for your financial goals and lifestyle. And don't forget the costs associated with the job. So it's not just gas, it's not just wear and tear on your car. There's a lot more that you need to think about. The time you spend out doing that, you're out delivering. Your time is worth money. And you need to pay taxes on that money. When you have a regular W-2 job, your employer takes care of the taxes, unemployment taxes, and all that. When you're an independent contractor, it's all up to you. So you need to realize that probably 20 to 30% of your income is going to go to taxes. So keep that in mind. Okay, moving on. The next question. How does Doordash assign orders to drivers? So once again, this information came from my AI research. I asked a couple different AI engines. So this information does not align with my own personal opinion. I have covered this question in depth in a different video. I'm going to go ahead and put a link to that in the description so you can watch it. I got that information directly from the Doordash engineers. Anyway, so please go check out that video. I promise you'll find it interesting. It's a little dry because it's a lot of data, but it's very interesting. Anyways, so here's what they say. Driver location. Doordash assigns orders to drivers who are closest to the restaurant where the order is placed. My note for this, I think they look for drivers heading towards the restaurant and those that will arrive in the area approximately at the time that the order is scheduled to be ready. Many times they send the driver too early, which results in the driver having to wait or unassigning the delivery altogether. Driver rating is the next thing. Doordash may assign orders to drivers with higher ratings, as this indicates they provide good service. I don't know. I would like to think that they use the rating, but who knows? I don't know what they use. According to my other video, I don't think the rating really has much to do with it. Anyways, top dasher status. Well, this is another can of worms here. Doordash may assign orders to drivers who have top dasher status prior to assigning to other people. Top dasher is a status that drivers can earn by meeting certain requirements, such as completing a certain number of deliveries and maintaining a high customer rating. Now, my note for this is there's been so much debate about this. I talk to other drivers all the time, including top dashers, and their experiences match my own regarding the slowness, lack of orders, so many low offers, etc. It seems like they're getting the same kind of orders I am. Oh, anyways, delivery zone. Doordash may assign orders. Wow, that whole thing went through, I'm sorry. Who are scheduled to work in a particular delivery zone. Okay. Acceptance rate. While drivers are not penalized for having a low acceptance rate, they may miss out on extra income. My note for this, I have a very low acceptance rate, and it doesn't seem to affect me. I have a high completion rate, though. If I accept a delivery, unless it's a super long wait, I will usually complete it. I know which restaurants never have the food ready or don't prioritize delivery orders, and I avoid those restaurants. The next category is vehicle type. Doordash may consider this the type of vehicle a driver has when assigning orders, as some orders may require a larger vehicle. Okay, now my note on this is so not true, because I get offered extra large deliveries from a tire distributor all the time. You would need a truck to deliver those tires. And who wants dirty, smelly tires inside your car? I do not have a truck. I have a small car. They obviously have not taken into consideration my car type when they offer me those deliveries. There's no way I could do them. Okay, next thing, proximity. So DoorDash assigns each order to a driver based on proximity, so the order is as close as possible to the driver's current location. Okay, well, my note on this, I also do not believe this is true. I get offers for restaurants that are across town as well as near me. So one weird fact, and maybe it's just a coincidence, but I get a lot of offers just as I start to leave the area. So like as an example, I'm in the mall where there are 6 to 8 restaurants that do DoorDash all the time. I'll get nothing. And as I leave the mall and just get right outside onto the main road, when it's too late to turn back easily, that's when I start getting offers for the mall. Does that happen to any of you? I think it's a strange coincidence. So, it is important to note that DoorDash's algorithm for assigning orders is not public, so the exact factors and their weight in the algorithm are not known. However, I did do a video that discussed the algorithm and how they determine the best driver for each order. Like I said, that's going to be in the description below, so I encourage you to watch that video. Additionally, I wanted to mention DoorDash drivers cannot scroll through orders and pick the ones they want. They are offered orders and they can either reject or accept them. You don't get to see all the orders. Like I know, what's that shopping one? It just flew out of my head. Instacart. You can see a bunch of orders and you can pick the ones you want. It's not like that on DoorDash. You basically get presented with orders and you either accept it or decline it, and that's it. Anyways, okay. So here I asked the AI bots, what are factors that affect Dasher pay? So here's what they said. Several factors can affect the earnings of DoorDash drivers, according to the AI search results. Time. DoorDash drivers' earnings are calculated based on the time they spend on deliveries. My note for this is, I do not believe this is true for most Dashers. California does have Proposition 22, as I mentioned before. So in California, we are compensated for the time spent, but I don't believe that is the case in other states. Distance. The distance between the restaurant and the customer's location can also affect, oh shoot, I just lost this. Earnings. There we go. If you spend a long time driving to the customer's location and then back to an area rich with restaurants, you are limiting your earning potential. If you have to drive super far and you're out in the boonies and you have to drive super far back, that's time that you're not being paid for that time back. Okay, next is ease of delivery. This is an interesting one. I don't think people think about this, but it's very important. Some deliveries may be more challenging than others, which can affect earnings. An example of this is a large apartment complex with many buildings and a complex layout. Finding the customer may be difficult. Finding parking may be difficult, and you may need to walk a long distance from the parking lot to the customer's door, carrying a bunch of food. So you got to think about those things. A lot of people don't seem to, whoops. So sorry, I keep clicking. A lot of people don't seem to think about that, but it really does affect your pay. Okay, next, customer tips. DoorDash drivers keep 100% of the tips they receive from customers. My note. I hope this is true. I've heard a lot lately about restaurants keeping some of the tips and potentially even DoorDash keeping some of the tips. So, I don't know. It's something that we can debate later. Next thing, location. Working in areas with a high demand for deliveries can increase earnings. If you're in a very busy area, your potential to earn money is higher than if you were in a remote area with fewer restaurants and fewer orders available. Okay, that makes sense. Promotions. So, I don't know how to explain this. I'm just going to read what it says. DoorDash offers promotions like peak pay and challenges to incentivize drivers to work during busy times. So I have here as my note, I never see peak pay anymore, and I don't think I've ever seen a challenge. Have you? I'm not sure who they target these promotions to. Like I said, I've never ever seen a promotion on DoorDash. Maybe they're out there and I just don't get them. I'm not really sure. Efficiency. Drivers who are efficient in completing deliveries can earn more per hour. That's so true. Costs. Additionally, it is important to consider the costs associated with the job, such as fuel costs and vehicle depreciation, repairs to your car. Overall, it's important for DoorDash Dashers to understand how the pay model works and to implement strategies to maximize their earnings. You've got to do oil changes, gas, new tires, wash your car. There's so many things. And you're putting your car at risk. That's another thing you need to worry about when you're putting miles on the car. It's depreciating it quicker. So those people out there doing $3 and $4 deliveries, you're really losing money. Anyways, okay, knowledge of the local market. I added this into this section because I think it's really important. So, knowing traffic patterns, which restaurants are super slow, which places have terrible parking, which neighborhoods are sketchy, hard to get into because of security, you need a gate code, and it's hard to get them from the customers. Those things are so important. So here's an example. $6 offer going 1 mile. Sounds great, right? But it's picking up for an Indian restaurant that never has the food ready. Going to a customer on the 10th floor in a high-density office building with no parking available. An elevator that always seems to be broken, etc. That $6 delivery could take you 30 or 40 minutes. Is it worth it? I don't think so. Okay, here's another question. What's the worst day time to go out and deliver? Based on the search results, the worst time to deliver for DoorDash may vary depending on several factors, such as location and demand. However, some common trends and suggestions include Tuesdays and Wednesdays tend to be the worst days to deliver for DoorDash based on what many couriers report. I kind of agree with that. Delivering in the middle of the day seems to be a bad time. Delivering in the middle of the night may result in fast food orders and convenience stores only, so the pay may be really low and it might be a bit scary being out in the middle of the night. Delivering when restaurants are closed would be a bad time. Holidays are sometimes bad because the majority of restaurants are closed, and for the few that are open, they may not be prepared for the influx of orders and the wait times might be very long. When traffic is its worst. When traffic is really bad, that's a bad time to be out delivering. If the roads are congested, it will take you a lot longer to get to the pickup location as well as to the customer. This can result in late pickups from restaurants, long delivery times, and ultimately low ratings from the customers and potential contract violations. Very, very true. Oops. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess that was it. Okay, so anyways, what do you think of this information? Do you find it accurate? I was actually pretty impressed with the info I got using AI. I did find some inaccuracies or statements I didn't agree with, but I added my own opinions there to fill in the blanks and to kind of give you what my own opinion was about some of those things. I am really curious as to what you think about it all. Do you think that the AI information matched your experience? Please put this down in the comments below. I would love to hear what you think about this data. And I also want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you've made it this far, I really, really appreciate you. I know it ended up being a lot longer than I thought this was going to be. I'm sorry. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.